Yeah, so let's go ahead and just jump on in.
We're finishing side quest now, right?
No. So today, I mean,
Right
so
here.
yes, but no.
Oh,
So we are finishing it, but this is where we're going to weave it all together.
okay.
So, here's how we're going to do this. Um, why don't Miss Silvermist? Why don't you tell us what happened in the last session?
Okay, cool. So we fought a bunch of rats,
Yeah.
and then we sent off the werewolves safely to wherever their destination is, and that's pretty
That's
much
pretty much it,
We
yeah.
said goodbye. We said goodbye. We said hello to Victor, and he was like, "Yeah, you can go have a break."
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, yeah. You fought off some rats and sent the werewolves on their way, and then you went back to Victor's place and you relaxed. That was the session.
Yep.
Yep. So, it has been 1 week since that transpired. In that week, Silver Mist went off on her own and decided to do some research and experimentation. And the rest of the party went on a little side quest after meeting an old rat lady.
Woo!
Some things happened. A tomb of thorns was discovered. A strange entity attacked. Okinos lost a leg.
Oh, shit.
And I think the rest of the details can be gotten from amongst the party members. So
I no clipped.
you no clipped a little
no.
bad, but yeah. So last time for the side quest, so you guys left, like we'll say the day or so after you sent off the werewolves, and then so yeah, you left like a day or so after the werewolves. It took you, I don't remember what I said, like 2.5 days to get to the Tomb of Roses. You did your thing, which only probably took a few hours, and then you had to head back. Okino's doing some hobbling. He's called the hobbler. He's the hobbler. And so it would have taken you probably 2 or 3 days with the hobbled Okinos to get back to Covenant Springs. So I think let's go ahead and just get right the fuck back into it.
Okay.
Upon your Okinos and Zundor, upon your return, and balloon animal Velarine, upon your return to Coven Springs, what would be the first thing you do?
Hobble, probably.
Hobble. Where are you hobbling? You hobbling back home or what?
I guess I'll hobble to I don't know, Victor's house? Maybe he can make me a leg or something?
For sure.
Is my thinking.
Absolutely, yeah. So you all return from, I don't know, where would you, let's see. You'd probably return from the eastern gate of Coven Springs, and after a painful hobbling back to Victor's house. I think, yeah, that's definitely fair. And you would get home, and I would guess you'd probably get home around, let's say, like midday. So, Silvermist, where do you think you'd be at this point? About a good midday afternoon.
Probably out looking for herbs.
Okay, fair enough. Okay, yeah, so just trying to see if you guys are running into each other. So yeah, Okinos, yeah, you guys would probably go in, are you just going straight into Victor's lab?
Yes.
Okay.
Hobbling right in there.
Doing a little bit of hobbling. Hell yeah. So you go through the front door, and and you see Victor is preparing some potions and mixing some ingredients. Igor beside him, he turns upon your entrance and goes, "Ah, masters, well..."
What?
You're
Never
missing-
seen someone with one leg?
I swear you left here, like, I could have sworn you left here with 2 legs.
Yeah, well, they don't call me the Hobbler for nothing.
Victor turns at Igor mentioning the legs and goes, "Well, that's not how I expected this day to go. I assume there's a story behind this Legolas situation?"
Yeah. Jesus Christ. Yeah. You know, normal stuff. Meeting an ancient horror in the middle of a tomb. Stuff like that, you know.
Ah, yes,
Indescribable darkness.
a normal Tuesday.
Point is, do you think you could fashion me some kind of stepping tool?
Stepping tool. So Victor looks at you and kind of crosses his arms like, "I mean, of course I can. I can make whatever I want, whatever you want." Now, I would say that for your current situation, he kind of turns around and goes into a back corner where there's a few dangling, partially built automatons. And you watch as he kind of fiddles around like someone would shift through shirts at like a department store, like on a rack, just like swiping it back and forth, and goes, "Ah, yes, perhaps this," and you hear clunk as he detaches a leg at the knee and comes over to you. And he's kind of examining it in his hand and goes, "Based upon your size, I think this at least will temporarily work." And he just hands you the leg. No explanations.
Does it make me taller?
It would make you lopsidedly taller, yes.
Oh, see.
It's like, I'd
Now
say
I get-
that it's like maybe 2 or 3 centimeters longer than what your lower half of the leg usually would be. So you're kind of like, if you were to use
So
it,
it's lower than my leg would be?
longer.
Longer. Oh,
Yeah.
so when I walk now, my booty sways.
Yes. Yes.
He's a penguin.
Yes, exactly. Exactly.
Perfect.
Yeah, so he just hands you the leg and goes, "Well, go ahead, try it on, my boy."
I'm not really sure how.
Well, what do you mean? It's very simple. Just he grabs a leg from you and gestures for you to put out your stump.
I put out my stump.
Your stump is out, and he fiddles with the knee part of it, exposing a few wires or connectors, and just jams it onto your leg.
That looks like it would hurt.
You feel a few like pricks, and it's not very comfortable, but the leg is in. After tightening a band around the upper leg for a second, you just kind of have this piece of metal attached to you. But then you feel a little like a tingly sensation, and you realize that you can move the foot.
Whoa! I'm
Whoa.
a cyborg. Beep, boop, bop.
Yeah, so he jams this thing into you, and you now have a what's the word? Well, we'll just say a mechanical leg.
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
Mage punk bash.
Yeah, actually. Victor looks at you and goes, "Well, I imagine it might take you a little while to get used to this new leg, but..."
I immediately stand up and start walking around doing laps.
Well, okay, then you're gonna have to get out your D20, and
Oh, it would have been so funny.
yeah, just get up and do it. Well, hey, you know what? Maybe you can.
The dice have not been kind to me.
I think
Okay, who's gonna get grounded first
How
today?
about a Constitution saving throw?
Okay. Constitution. Oh, okay. I see.
Oh no.
3.
Ah. So, while this leg has given you support and does function, you take a step and tumble right on your ass.
No.
While you are able to move the foot, the actual coordination, like because it feels different than what your leg would normally feel like, it's gonna take a little bit to get used to it.
Well, thank you, Victor. I might have to have a training arc or something.
Yeah,
Do some
It's-
one-leg squats or something. I don't know.
exactly.
But,
Yes, well, whatever you need to do to get used to it, I'm sure you'll take to that leg just fine. Just give it time.
Thank you.
Of course, of course. So, what's your plan now? I just do some hobbling. Fair enough, fair enough.
Have you seen Silver Mister around?
Yes. I believe she is out collecting herbs. Doing some
Any
plant
idea when
things.
she'll be back?
Well, that's a fantastic question. Silvermist.
I will probably return by now.
Okay, I was gonna say, like, is this one situation where it's like, well, I believe she should be back, right? And then, boom, walk through the door, something like that.
Sitcom timing.
Or my arms full of plants.
Ah, there she is right now. Silver Miss, welcome back.
Planty dropper.
Thank you.
I got a new leg after I lost my leg. Unrelated story.
You. Goodness. What? Oh, well. It suits you very well.
Yeah, I was the hobbler for a couple days. Okay. Let's see. Hold on, let me find my notes.
Yeah, Victor's like, so, Okinos, tell us, why don't you regale us with this story of leg losses and what went on?
Well, I was a balloon animal for part of it. So I don't remember everything, but Velarine decided to chomp on a plant, and that made the ancient evil horror down at the bottom of the tomb very angry. And let's just say I don't have the luck of the gods. My dice should be grounded, and I got absorbed into the darkness and woke up upside down in the cave. And it was either starve to death, die to a monster, or cut my leg off.
And so cut you did.
Pretty much, yeah.
Now, what is this about an ancient horror?
There was like a shadow monster that was able to go through walls in the floor. And it just felt like evil.
Fascinating.
That's
And
the
where
best I
was
could
this?
describe
Where
it.
did you go?
The Tomb of Roses.
Ah, the Tomb of Roses. I've heard legends of such a place. Didn't know it was a real thing.
Yeah, I wouldn't recommend going there.
Ah, would I get like a 1-star on Yelp?
Yeah, leg enthusiasts don't like it.
Why did you go there?
We were on a quest, a side quest,
One
given
could
to us
say.
by an old lady at the end of a very twisting, magical hallway. And she gave us some stuff and was like, hey, go here. And we did.
Is that a pastime of yours? Just running into old ladies at the end of hallways and accepting their trinkets?
Honestly, it seems to happen more than you would think. If I had a nickel for every time that happened, I'd have 2 nickels, which isn't a lot, but it's weird that it happened twice.
Well,
I-
oh, go ahead.
It seems like you went through a lot. I am glad you have come back in one piece. Well, mostly.
Literally.
Yeah, actually, literally.
I am become Sight. Do you have any other questions about my traumatic misadventure?
Did you have fun?
No, not really.
Oh, well, then it's all doomed.
Well, did you get anything out of your quest?
I guess we still have her trinkets, I think. I don't know what
What's
Bellarine
that?
and Zundor got.
So who
Sir?
is this old woman?
I don't know. My notes don't say.
Oh no. Well, I guess I
My
can
s-
give you that.
Wait, my side quest notes. Wait. Hold on.
I don't remember why we went there.
Collected Sepulchre of Thorns. And...
Oh right, yeah, she had a couple items at her shop, right?
Yeah. Silver dagger. We had a brick. And that was all I really have. Because I'd met her and then I teleported into the cave wall.
No, you left and got also one shot by Minotaur.
Yes, I did get one shot by a minute.
Yes.
I've had very
Wow.
bad luck.
Sounds
Well,
so
Shanley got
hard.
one shot.
She also got one shot, yes.
The Minotaur had a perfect roll twice in a row in one shot Shanley.
Yes, it was great.
And then I saved her from her constitution saving throws, and then I got one shot because I'm low health.
So, you got it from Glassroot, the old rat lady.
Okay, yes. I will now write that down.
And then, yes, she had, just hope this jogs anyone's memory, but she had a glass ball, a carved wooden knight, a brick, which you're correct. She said it came from the Sepulchre of Thorns, the silver dagger, a bard's hat, and a pebble.
Oh, the bard's hat belonged to somebody that we knew. I don't remember who it was. It was someone that goes to the Misty Step.
Not someone that you knew, but someone who you had heard of.
Heard of, yeah. And we were gonna tell him that this weird old lady had his hat, but
Yes, yes.
I don't think we've seen him.
No.
Does the gods above who control my memory remember that name?
No, you didn't get a name.
Oh, okay.
Nope. Because remember, this just happened in game. This happened. You got these items and then you left, and you just came back.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So
So yeah, we got some goodies. I don't know what to do with them. I don't know what they do.
Well, I can possibly ascertain their nature for you.
oh shit, I didn't plan for
Because I
this.
think we took the brick, the dagger, and the bard's hat, right?
Yes, I believe
Yeah.
so.
She wouldn't let us take everything.
No.
Yeah. So I will show Silvermist these items that I am holding.
Yes, absolutely.
I ritually cast Identify. Whee!
Yeah. So the silver dagger is just a silver dagger. If you will recall, it belonged to another team of tomb prospectors that had attempted to explore the Tomb of Roses, but they died horribly. And
Yeah.
Glassroot found the dagger while over there.
Yeah.
The brick Let's see. What do you discover about the brick?
He's turning pages.
Everything. We can make a house out of the brick.
Can.
No wolf.
It's
when it
exactly
blows.
25% lime.
Can you tell me its
Ooh.
chemical composition?
That's why I said it's 25% lime, but that's the only part of like cement that I remember.
If it's a brick, it's probably clay.
Lime and clay. Sure. Okay. I had to check exactly what identify gives you.
No
So,
problem.
so with identify, okay, yeah. So, Silver Mist, when you identify the brick, you get some strange magical readings off of it. It is indeed imbued with magic, but the type of magic you don't quite recognize. And it's not like it was it's not like it's imbued with magic for a very specific person or purpose, not person. It just seems to have absorbed magic from its surroundings. And the type of magic, the only feeling you get from it is this sense that it's incredibly ancient. You don't recognize the type, it's not like anything you felt before, but you know that this is, or you can kind of infer that, like, if you were to come across this again, you'd be able to tell immediately that it's the same type of magic. So if you were out and about, you know you'd be able to, like, oh shit, like that's that brick right there.
Found it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you detect that it's just a very strange, unfamiliar type of magic.
Perhaps it was building the location of the Tomb of Roses? Does it look familiar to me at all?
So you know, because Glassroot told you that it was most likely from the Sepulchre of Thorns.
Oh, okay.
So, based on that information, you know, you can do with it what you will.
I see. Okay, did we get anything from the Bard's hat?
For the Bard's hat, does it? Let's see. It's just a Bard's hat.
Oh.
There's nothing special about it. It just belongs to someone. And that's it. Well, you'd
Okay.
assume it belongs to someone at least because of what you've been told.
So we've got a magic brick that probably does nothing, a silver dagger that's completely normal, and a Bard's hat that's completely normal.
Yep.
This lady gave me junk.
Well, hey, you know what? You know what you got out of that silver dagger?
I lost a leg
A mechanical leg
and junk.
and chunk.
Okay.
You said there was a monster?
There was a monster.
Did you kill it?
No, we ran. That was far beyond our killing capabilities.
So, did you perhaps unleash an unknown, ancient, mystical power to the world now?
Phrasing it as I did it is generous. I'm not the one that eats plants on the ground. But sure,
So you're
maybe. It seemed like it couldn't leave the tomb, though, if I remember correctly. Right? Was that true?
You
When we left it, like died at the entrance or something?
That is true. You did see that it did not follow you out of the tomb.
Yes.
Oh, well.
Whether that
Silver
is
is
by
getting-
choice, you don't know though.
Genuinely looked disappointed. She was getting excited and now she's disappointed.
Aw. I mean, we can certainly look into it, but I'm not exactly eager to go back right this second.
Yeah, well, we'll come back, perhaps.
Well, hold
Maybe
on
you
to
can get your leg back.
I don't think so. I think my leg's atoms are scattered in the cave wall.
A good guess,
The-
definitely.
Well,
Good to know.
your new leg looks fantastic.
I'm gonna flex my robot leg.
So at that, Victor kind of looks at you and goes, "Yeah, so I can, if you want me to, I can certainly craft you a more well-fitting leg, if you would show
That would
desire.
be incredible.
If you also have the option of visiting, there are prosthetic shops around the city. It's up to you how you want to acquire a more fitting leg.
I mean, do you think you could make me something better than what they offer?
I can make anything," with a very, like, self-assured smirk on his face.
Okay. Cook up your finest leg for me.
Is this your reward for the wolf? For the quest that Victor gave us? Is this his reward?
The leg? No. No. That, I have something special cooking up for all of you. It's not ready yet. This will be an addition. I can't have one of my, well, you're not exactly an employee, but my compatriots, I just can't have one missing a leg. This is on
Yeah.
the house. Well,
Thank
it's in
you.
the house, but you get it.
I appreciate it. You're so smart, Victor. You're insane. You're literally the guy.
Well, you're right.
Okay. Now, in terms of other stuff, we could investigate the brick. Like, look for someone who can get more info from it. We could try and find the Bard Hat owner. We could go back and see the old lady. Or we can further investigate the church. What would y'all want to do? At least that's everything I could come up
Or out of character, or we could go find the potter that what's it like
Junjun.
Juan's looking for? Junjun. Yeah.
Junjun.
Is he in Coven Spring?
Yeah.
Oh,
You have a general idea of
we
where
could-
he is.
we can certainly look.
If that's something that Zunder wants to pursue right now.
Zundor.
What?
Junjun? Yeah, let's
Junjun.
go see Junjun.
Yeah. Okay. Whereabouts he be?
So, if you recall, at some point, Zundor, I don't remember if it was Victor who told you, but you do know that Junjun is in the Storm Docks. There is a certain street in the Storm Docks, which, street level, this street goes down a little bit, like down one story, a little dip, and Junjun has a shop in that little dip called I'll find it eventually. Called
The Hobbler Step.
the Three Fingers.
Oh,
Nice.
Three fingers.
I'm
Three
more of a
fingers.
two fingers kind of guy, but
We'll get you up to 3. Don't worry.
no.
After what that
That
entity did to you, you're getting there.
That ending.
Yes, so there is a shop called the Three Fingers in the Storm Docks. And that is where Junjun currently resides.
So we can go there and then we can find the Bard Hat owner on the way back.
Yeah, we could try that. Let's do it.
Oh. Yeah, we're doing it.
We're heading out, Victor. We'll be back.
Yes, enjoy. If I might recommend, there have been some interesting whispers going about since you left. You may want to hit the tavern on the way back. The Misty Step. You may find something.
They don't really like me there, but I think if Silver Mist does the talking, we're
Of
good.
course.
Have you tried just being polite?
I didn't think I was being rude, and they got mad at me. So.
Well, I've heard differently from Alex, but perhaps it's in your best interest perhaps it's in your best interest to investigate that yourself. Have fun.
Okay,
and
bye.
he turns around and gets back to doing his little chemistry shit.
He needs to be doing some machine work.
So, you're all setting out to the Storm Docks. Today, the day is a pretty nice sunny day in Coven Springs. Day of the week? No idea. Haven't been paying attention to that. Maybe someday we will. Who knows? As you walk down the main road, once you get to the Storm Docks, there is, after a little bit of walking, you do see far off, not too far, but a little ways off of the main road, there's a side road, which is a little more well lit, and there's clearly a bunch of shops along it. And you see that a little ways off, it dips down, and there is a bridge built over it. And it would appear that that is most likely where Junjun's shop is.
Ooh.
Yes.
Let's head over there.
So yeah, this is, you know, the Storm Docks are primarily, you know, fisheries, all sorts of boat work, and other naval and aquatic-based businesses, warehouses, and things like that. And this single road is one where there's, you know, restaurants for the fishers to eat at, you know, that are open at weird times, different wares, fishing wares, so on and so forth. And then just randomly, in this dip in the road, that you see a sign for the Three Fingers. And as you approach it and you start walking down it, you see the door beneath the sign of the Three Fingers just shoom, slam open as a kind of a guy dressed like a butler like stumbles out, and a small halfling with darkish skin comes out after it, and in a rage says something like, you know, "Well, you wouldn't know a good pot if it bit you on the ass. Now get the hell out of here and never show your face again." And turns around in a huff, just walks back into the shop and slams the door. As the butler kind of gets up off the ground and, "Well, I never. That'll teach me." Kind of straightens his suit and starts walking up towards you guys.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
That wouldn't happen to be Junjun's shop, would it?
The lot. People think he's so good. He's nothing. We just wanted this. We wanted our Well, I won't bother you with my problems. Yes, that is the Savage's pottery shop.
Oh, okay.
Is that it?
Yeah, my friend was looking for him, but what was your disagreement about?
Well, if you must know, we required a very specific type of dinnerware for our upcoming function. We had heard that Junjun was the finest potter around, and so we went to him, and he didn't like the design. And so he wanted to make his own design. But we didn't want his own design. We had a very specific design that would go with our drapes and our tableware, and he wouldn't do it.
Oh,
We tried to pressure him into it, and he got mad.
yeah, well, an artist creates. What can I say?
Artist needs to make money, that's what I say. And he just like goes, well, enjoy. And starts walking off.
Have a good day. I guess we're gonna go in the shop.
Sure. As you walk down to the door to the Three Fingers and step inside, it's a very well lit shop. There's a bunch of, oh god, what are they called? There's a few like pottery wheels in the back corner.
Yeah.
Display shelves full of these very interestingly designed pots, cups, mugs. They're very, when you think of like a typical plate, how they're flat, these ones would not be. They'd be very curvy in the strangest of ways, but in such a way that you look at it and it's just like, oh, that's very pleasant to the eye. It's just very calming, and almost like the way that like water flowing down a stream, and just this very interestingly shaped surfaces that you wouldn't normally see on China. Or yeah, China, fine China. Porcelain dinnerware and such. Cups that are, they're not, like regularly shaped, but they're all wavy and strange looking. Once again, all very made with intent, to the point where you're just like, interesting. That's kind of fun to look at. Definitely nothing you would find on a noble's table. That typical.
So,
yeah.
they're rich people dinnerware where they just display on a wall.
So, kind of yes. If you think of what you would see in a display case cupboard in a modern day rich person's house, that kind of modern wacky design, except these ones are very clearly made to be functional and are completely at odds with that whole like Victorian dinnerware style.
It's like grandma's china shelf versus rich person dinner plate.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yes.
What else do we see?
Yeah, so you walk in, you see that. You see the display shelves with these finished products. You see there's a door in the back that seems to lead... Well, you can't see where it leads, but there's a few pottery wheels that are inactive. And then you see the small halfling sitting at one, muttering to himself as he shapes yet another glass. Nobles have no taste. They don't understand anything. They don't understand function. They don't understand design. Useless, all of them.
Hi.
You do not get a response. He's still just mumbling to himself. Someday they'll understand. Someday they'll all understand.
I'm gonna nudge Zandor.
Hello.
Still no response. He's very focused and finally working up the clay to almost looks like you would assume to be the peak of this glass.
I'm gonna raise my voice. Wow, what excellent dinnerware we have here.
As he gets to the top, he stops, and it would appear that he takes his foot off of the pedal of the wheel because it starts slowing, and he goes, well, is that taste I hear? And he finally looks up to look at you, the three of you. Welcome to my shop. You like what you see?
Of course, they're very aesthetically pleasing. I think my friend here is in particular very interested.
Yeah, I wish I could make something like some of these things, but unfortunately, I'm not very skilled and show my hand with missing fingers.
Are you a potter then?
Yes. Um, and I'm actually in the area seeking you out to learn from the best.
Well, the best. I don't know about that. Well, interesting. So, you're a potter looking for apprenticeship? Is that right?
Yes.
Huh. Well, it's ironic that you have come to the Three Fingers. Well, seeing as you yourself. How many fingers are you missing again? You're missing 2? Or 3? Do you remember?
I think 2, yeah.
Okay.
So I also have 3 fingers.
Yeah. He kind of stands up and you notice that his right hand is also missing 2 fingers, so he has 3 fingers. So, you, I see, have the same problem as I do. Except I don't see it as much of a problem. I like to think of it more as a blessing. You see, most potters, as I'm sure you know, they think they're all hot shit with their 5 fingers on one hand, 5 fingers on the other. It's just limitation, if you ask me. Having 5 on one, symmetry is so boring, you know? Like, you see symmetry everywhere. You see symmetry in nature. You see symmetry in all sorts of artwork, but asymmetry. That's where the real excitement in this world lies.
Everybody should only have 5 toes.
Silvervis is just like behind, like in the background, just staring at her 5 fingers, like, oh.
He's like,
They start hiding some fingers to fit.
Yeah. Trying out how 3 fingers would work.
So Junjun he's standing at this point, and he sort of hands behind his back, walks up to his own door, and starts looking at you and up and down and walking in circles. He goes, "So, how long have you been practicing? Where did you learn? What's your current skill level?"
Hold on, I forgot who I am.
Yes, well, I mean, you are talking to a master of the arts, so it's perfectly normal to be a little starstruck. Take your time.
Wait, where? Oh yeah, I'm from Inkloff Tower, where I grew up there and joined the Potters Club or Guild there. And I would say I'm kind of still an amateur learning, but with the accident of missing some fingers, I've been kind of shamed by the Potters Guild, and I left to seek help.
So, if you recall, just for your own knowledge, the guild there is named Ink Clay. If in the future you'll probably want to remember that, Ink Clay.
Ink Clay.
So, as Junjun is circling around you and looking at you, midway he spots Okinos's mechanical leg, and he kind of taps it with his foot and gives you a thumbs up. Asymmetry.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
As soon as you mention Ink Clay, he stops and he goes, Ink Clay, eh? That is a guild that I have not heard of in quite some time. Well, at one point in the past, I would say that they had a reputable name. Nowadays, well, depending on who you talk to, some people will still say they're reputable with their service to the Dreadfall family. In my eyes, they are a bunch of hacks, and they're all useless. So tell me, how do you lose your fingers?
In the fight at the pub.
Just a fight?
And, yeah, basically got my ass kicked.
What were you fighting about?
I don't know, some drunken topic that probably came up.
You were fighting because they insulted your pottery. If you remember.
No, I didn't write that.
Maybe you
I
talked
never
about it.
Oh,
in
that's what
class?
you sent. That's what you sent me.
Well, it's not in the paragraph here.
Oh, okay. Well, then in that case, we'll get rid of it.
But yeah, it could just be that. But
Yeah,
then it
it's
just
more
sounds like the
compelling.
Ink Clay Guild beat me up, essentially.
Okay, well, either way. Well, if the Ink Clay Guild spurned you and you fought over it, then I guess maybe you're not so bad. Why don't we see how you are? He gestures over to a pottery wheel as a sort of test and says, "Why don't you make me a glass? A cup, if you will. I want to see how you do with my own eyes."
Okay, so I head over to the wheel,
Yep, he
sit down.
boom smacks a nugget of clay on the wheel. Says, "Whenever you're ready." And then
hit the
I
gas
will
pedal for it.
absolutely. I'll need you to give me a I guess a performance check.
Performance.
No, not a performance. Sorry. I guess just a dexterity. Dexterity check plus your proficiency. So dexterity check plus your proficiency modifier, so +2.
Okay, so I rolled an
D20.
8, so 10.
Okay, nice. So you got your D20 was a 10?
It was an 8.
Okay. And then what's your dexterity modifier?
+1, so 9.
Okay. So you got 11 total.
Oh, proficiency bonus.
So,
Nice.
would you like to try to give us an idea of... I know it's just a cup, but do you try to make anything in particular? Anything about it that you want to give it some flavor to? Like, if I don't know if you want to make like a mason jar or like a mug, or what kind of cup you're trying to make?
Sure, it's a kind of skinny cup, so not too wide. But I guess my touch that I added to it was that the handle comes from the top to the very bottom, so it's like the whole height
Oh.
of the cup
For sure. Fantastic.
instead of yeah.
Fantastic. Yeah. So, yeah, you make you spin the regular part of the cup, I don't even know what you call it, the neck of the cup, the body of the cup, and it spins up nice, and it's pretty dead on, well shaped and even. At the very top, you just barely push it and so that it's kind of like a little bit curved at the top. But then you get that nice handle that goes all the way from top to bottom. And so the finished cup looks, it's very unique looking because the top kind of just chink, twists a little bit to the side. Maybe you knocked it during the spinning or something. But Junjun kind of stands behind you and he's looking at it and goes, "Oh, well, I see you at least have some talent. Beginner, yes. But potential, yes." He looks at the way that the top of it kind of curves slightly and goes, "You see, this is what I'm talking about." Because he thinks you did it intentionally. A normal cup is fine, you know? It's functional for drinking, but when you look at it, it's just it's a cup, you know? Who cares? But this, someone's going to remember it. This long flowing handle, the rim of the cup just slightly angled downwards. It's unique. It's interesting. I like it. Okay, son, what's your name?
Zundor.
Sundor, yes. I am the mighty Junjun. I just fucked up his name even though I made it, that's fine. I am the mighty Junjun of the Three Fingers. With 3 fingers. You have 3 fingers. I will mentor you. I will teach you the ways. I will teach you how you can use this so-called disability to your advantage to make the most exquisite, the most interesting, the most unique pottery that anyone will ever see. Well, unless you look at my work, but maybe one day you'll reach my level.
Hell yeah, I'm excited. Let's do it.
Is there a place that you were staying that we can communicate with? Or that I need to send you a letter or so on and so forth?
Yeah, you could just send a letter. It'll find me wherever I am in my journeys.
Send it to Igor.
Igor?
Or
who's
Igor.
that? Sorry,
Staying at
Victor Hoyd.
Victor, yeah.
Victor Hoyd, you're with him?
Friend of a friend.
Oh god. Oh, how did I get mixed up in this?
You know, I'm really friends with Igor.
No, it's fine, it's fine. No, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. For the sake of the art of pottery.
Wait, what's wrong with Victor?
Wrong is such a harsh word. Victor's, he's just very... He's eccentric, you know? He's out there. He's kind of weird, you know what I'm saying?
He made me a leg.
Well,
Is making a new leg, I guess.
he looks at your leg and goes, "For the sake of asymmetry, he did this one thing correctly." He's, listen, it's fine, it's fine. He got kicked out of Rat Crown some years ago. It was a whole thing. He's weird, but association, you know, it doesn't mean you guys are weird. Maybe you are, I don't know yet. But regardless, it's fine, it's fine. Just don't tell. He probably knows you're here already. Don't. Oh, he must have. He must have told you how to. Okay, it's fine, it's fine. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Nothing's wrong with Victor.
Good.
Someone who has been misunderstood yourself, I'm surprised that you have this temperament towards another person who has been, well, their story hasn't been told in full.
Misunderstood? I'm not misunderstood. People just have bad taste.
My mistake.
He like the look in his eyes, just like, out like, no, I'm just misunderstood. No, just he's right. He knows he's right.
He's assured.
Yes, very self-assured.
Well, I respect it. You may contact us. Well, my friend at Victor's.
Yes. I will have to Zundor. I will have to procure some materials so I can set up a station for you. Why don't you come back in a week's time, and we can start working together.
Yeah, sounds good. Thank you. Thank you.
Absolutely. And you're both you two others. Who are you? Names? Are either of you interested in pottery, by any chance?
Not really. I'm just moral support.
Okay, you can go.
Oh,
You can
I'm
go.
interested in. Oh, okay.
No. He's talking to Okanos. Go ahead. Bye.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
My interest in pottery is limited to vessels for alchemist fire.
I'll wait outside.
You're completely ignored right now. He's just like, oh, not interested in pottery? Bye-bye. Junjun looks at you and goes, vessels for alchemist fire. What exactly are you just looking for? Just regular old vessels, or is that it?
Well, I don't think that I should necessarily procure those from you because they would be thrown from a distance. So I don't think you would like
Yes.
your art to be destroyed.
No, absolutely not.
I do think your art is very pleasing to the eye. It's very relaxing.
Well, I'm glad someone has good appreciation in this city. It's funny because in my infinite wisdom, I do have a bunch of old pieces that are not used anymore. And in the same way that asymmetry is a phenomenal creation, just from outside you hear, woohoo! The same way that I create asymmetry for my art, there's also something beautiful about destruction. If you'd like, you can certainly take some of my unused pieces that, well, frankly, I don't want to sell them because they're just not perfect.
Oh, I would love to.
Perhaps you can use some of those as flasks. And he digs out from behind a desk a wooden crate that has maybe 20 or so flask-sized glasses.
How much do I owe you for all of this?
Well, for now, for a person of such impeccable taste as yourself, take these. They were going to go to waste anyways. Those ones are on me. But I take it you are making your own alchemist fire?
Of course.
Well, if you ever need any other alchemical supplies, perhaps I can make them for you.
I understand. Thank you for your graciousness.
Perhaps this is the beginning of a fortuitous relationship.
I agree.
And he hands you the wooden crate. And you have 20 very fancy flasks.
Nice. She gets the 3-finger discount.
Form over function.
Yeah, I'm gonna curtsy and follow Okinus out.
He then turns back to you, Zundor, and says, alright, 1 week from now, be here, or you're fired.
Okay. See you next Tuesday.
Should we decide that it is a Tuesday in game?
It's weird. Everything
Yeah.
normally happens on Tuesdays.
All right.
Honestly, though.
All right, it's a Tuesday. We will start from there. I'll try to keep track of this.
Every day is
always
Tuesday.
Every day is
Every
Tuesday.
day is
It's
Tuesday.
Tuesday, Tuesday 2, Tuesday 3, Tuesday 4.
Tuesday.
Yeah.
It's Tuesday.
Yeah, exactly.
Second
Tuesday.
Tuesday.
The second.
The Tuesday after
Tuesday.
night.
Yes. Okay.
It's never Thursday. It's always
It's always
Tuesday.
Tuesday.
Never Wednesday.
Tuesday.
Should we head to the Misty
Tuesday,
Step
isn't it?
next?
Yeah, we're heading for the Misty Step.
Okay. So you make your way back through Coven Springs towards the Misty Step. At this point, it's getting probably to be early afternoon, something like that. Maybe mid-afternoon. So the Misty Step isn't completely packed yet, but there's still definitely some people starting to filter in and begin drinking. There is currently no bard set up on their little stage to play. And you also realize, Zundor and Okinos, that previously in the alley behind the Misty Step, that is where you ran into Glassroot. That's where you went down the alleyway and you found her shop. And yet, today, you do not feel that same pull towards that alleyway.
Oh
Strange.
shit. I love shops like that. Dang.
So yes, you're at the Misty Step. What's the plan?
Go inside.
Go inside. Hell yeah. You go inside. As I said, some people are drinking. It's not... Hold on. I can't do this yet because I need to get this plan. There we go. So you go in, even though there's no bard playing, we'll still play the music. You go inside and there are people drinking and playing. Did I introduce you guys to Rolling Bones?
No.
I don't think so. Oh no, okay, so yeah. So there are people playing a game with dice. And they're just rolling at each other. And just like, one person just goes, ah, fuck, and the other just goes, yes. Alex is behind the bar, polishing a glass.
I'll be taking your money, lad.
I wanna
Exactly,
watch
yeah.
the people
I'll be
rolling-
taking
rolling
your
dice.
money, lad. What did you say, Silver Mist?
I want to watch the people rolling dice.
So, what you see is they each have a set of 7 dice. And they'll sit there and go like, alright, we bet on 3. And another person will agree. They'll take 3 of the dice and they'll roll them. And then you're not entirely sure about what means someone wins. But after they roll, they'll look. One of them will exclaim in victory and the other will hide their head in defeat. And they just go pretty much back and forth betting money. And it seems like it's just a 50-50, one person just gets better dice rolls and the other doesn't.
Ooh.
So while Silver Mist is watching this, Zundor and Okinos, what are you doing?
I follow quietly behind Silver Mist, not making eye contact with Alex.
Okay.
Right, I completely forgot I was supposed to do the talking.
So as you were watching this, one of the guys who's rolling, he just like puts his head in his hands and just goes, that's it, I'm done, and gets up and walks away. And
I'm gonna sit down.
before you even do that, the older man just goes, well, looky here, do you want to play Rolling Bones, Missy?
Yes. What kind of bones are we rolling?
Oh, well, don't tell me that you don't know about Rolling Bones.
No.
Well, it is the hottest game these days. He has a set of dice in front of him, and he goes in his pocket and takes out another one and sets it in front of you. He says, here's the deal. It's a very simple game. The goal is to get the higher number than the other. So you take a dice, and he holds up a 6-sided dice, or in this case, a little carved piece of wood, and says,
So it's not bone, it's wood.
well, they can be made out of whatever you desire. Legend says that the original game was played with bones, but in this day and age, people make their own. It's all personal preference. But we still call it rolling bones in honor of the tradition. And what he sets in front of you is a set of 7 polyhedral dice. Wow.
Woo!
There's a 6-sided die.
So I pull out my set, but it's missing the D20 because Valerian has it.
Wait, did
She was eating it.
yeah?
This is what these are for.
I don't remember it. How did you guys get a set of dice?
From the tower thing.
Oh,
Yeah.
I
Valerian took
completely
the
forgot.
D20. I took the rest of them. Yeah.
oh, okay. I do kind of remember that. I do remember. Yeah, okay. And he goes, "Oh, well, look at that! You do have your own pair." So, how it works? You roll one, and he goes through each one. It's very simple. The 4-sided die, bone, is worth 1 point. 6-sided, 2. 8-sided, 3, so on and so forth, up to the D20, which is worth 7.
Okay.
He says, so, it's very simple. We decide how many we're going to roll. Whether it's 3, 4, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, or 7. And then, however many we choose, if we choose 3, we choose the 4, the 6, and the 8, and we roll. And whoever gets the highest total number wins. So, you could get, let's say you won if you win the 4, and then I win the 6, and then you win the 8, you would get 3 points total. 4 points total, and I would get 2, because I won the 6, and it's worth 2. You kind of understand?
Sure.
Okay, let's try it. Why don't we go with a very simple 2-bone? The 4. Oh, fuck. The 4 and the 6.
Uh-huh.
Got it?
Okay.
And just roll.
Yeah, we rolling.
I got a 2 on the D4 and a 4 on the D6.
Ah, I got a 3 on the 4 and a 4 on the 6. Fancy that. So that means, since we got a tie on the 4, we each get the points. So you get 2 points, I get 2 points. But I got a 3 on the D4, which means I get that point. Which means I have a total of 3, and you have a total of 2. Which means I win. You see? So if we were to do more, why don't we do a 4-bone? So that's the 4-sided, 6-sided, 8-sided, and 10-sided.
Okay.
And then we roll. Oh, fuck.
I rolled a 4 on the D4,
Okay.
a 4 on the D6,
Okay.
a 6 on the D8,
Okay.
and a 3 on the D10.
Okay. So, I also rolled a 4 on the 4, which means we each get 1 point. You won the 6, which means you get 2. You also won the 8, which means you get a 3. But I won the 10, because I got a 10. Well, 0. Well, you get how it works. Which means I get a 4. That means you still win. Nope.
Got a 6.
Actually, it's a tie again.
Wait, why? Oh, what? Why?
No, I did math so wrong. Yes, you got a 6, and I got 5, which means you win. I'm not an engineer in real life. I can't do arithmetic.
Cheater.
Actually,
pumpkin eater.
I counted that like 4 times, but today my brain is just like, no, you're not doing math.
No.
Do you kind of understand now?
Yes.
So, the real trick is what you play for. You see, you could play for money, you could play for information, you could play for funsies. Honestly, any way you do it. If you just have a very simple, who does what, and just 50-50, roll a dice. Whoever gets the highest wins. It's a very versatile game, and we all play it because we're addicted to gambling.
I love the idea of like a brutish like bar crawling old guy, and he just says for funsies.
For funsies, yep. How about you, young man? You want to go at it? And he points to Okanos.
As long as we don't do any 7 bones, because my dice don't like me.
Well, okay. I'll let you pick. What number of bones are we gonna play?
Let me assemble my dice here.
What are we playing for?
A 3 bone. Let's play for.
Oh, you 1 and 2. Oh, we have a 4-way. Let's do it.
Let's play for info.
You said a 3 bone?
3 bone, yes.
All right, everyone. That's the 4-sided, the 6-sided, and the 8-sided.
Hold on, I have to figure out which one's the 8. I think it's this one.
It's the diamond.
Got it.
Yeah.
Got it.
So 4, 6,
I know
and 8.
geometry.
Yeah, yes, I'm sure you do, son. All right, go ahead and roll.
Okay.
Oh,
Who
I
got what? I got a 2 on the 4.
I got a 1 on the
free.
4. 1.
free.
Okay.
1.
Or do you want my point total?
No. Yeah. You're good. So Flubber's got a 3. Zundor, what did you get on the 4-sided?
The 4-sided, I got a 1.
Okay. So that goes to the elf. So she gets 1 point. For the 6-sided, I got a 4.
3.
3.
6.
Oh, and that goes to the dragon board. So you get 2 points, son. 2.
Let's go.
And now for the 8-sided, I got an 8.
I got a 2.
Oh no.
3.
A 3.
I got 4.
Okay, so that means I get 3 points, which I
We
believe
ain't learning shit today.
means I win.
Yo, we're getting scammed.
Congratulations.
What was that?
We're getting scammed.
Well,
Okay.
luckily, all we're doing is information. So, tell me, what brings you all to Coven Springs?
We've been working as like contractors in the area for some time now.
Oh,
Many of us have different goals. However,
of course, don't we
we
all?
have mainly come together to help each other succeed.
You love to hear it. Young people these days, they often don't help each other enough, but I'm glad that you all seem to be friendly.
Yeah, the cleric isn't here, so.
His balloon animal, Velarine, is floating above you.
That one's hibernating.
Well, why don't we go again and see how it goes? Eh? Yes?
Let's go! Let's go!
Okay.
No.
Oh no.
Oh no.
I got a 1 on the 4.
Me
1.
too.
You got a 1 too, Okanos?
Yes.
Zundor, what did you get?
A 3.
Okay. That means 1 point to the Dragonborn.
High roller.
I got a 2 on the 6.
I got a 1.
Oh no.
I got a 2.
Okay, Zundor.
5.
Oh, Zundor with a 2 more points. And I got a 1 on the 8.
7.
I got a 4.
Well, it would
3.
seem that you all beat me in this one. So, go ahead.
A guy like you, you've been living in Coven Springs your whole life?
Born and raised here. Wow, I just turned southern for some reason.
Yeah, welcome.
Or in Tarnations. I born and raised here.
What do you know about the old bishop, Gregory?
Ah, old Gregory. What
Sure
a
you met him
fine
in
man he
your time.
was. He loved his people. I swear, it was about, what was it, 6 months ago that he suddenly up and retired, I believe? I didn't hear much about where he went after here. I believe he... It was strange. His replacement came in an adorned church chariot. Carriage, not chariot. This is not ancient Rome. A carriage. But as far as I know, he left in a unadorned carriage. Very simple. Almost as if he was being hidden. It was a strange affair.
Interesting.
As for where he went, well, I haven't received much word if I'm being honest. I'm trying to think where you could get more information if this is an avenue of interest. But
I think we...
perhaps the stables. Have you tried the stables?
No, we haven't.
So if you go to the stables of Coven Springs, I believe... You'll have to forgive my memory, it's not what it used to be. But check the Northway stables. Any carriage would have to go through the Northway stables to pick up horses. Perhaps they can point you in the right direction.
All right. Let's say we play again for more.
Absolutely, you know I can't say no to that. Why don't we throw in a drink to the stakes?
Drink.
A drink and a conversation? I'll
A
take
drink
those
and a
odds.
conversation indeed. How many bones? 3 bones again?
Run it up to 5 bones. We're a 5 bone guy.
So that'll
that's
be
the 12?
the 10 and the 12, yes.
This is the 10, I think.
10 will
Is it
be the
the-
one that has... It's like,
It looks like a top.
yeah, and has a 0 on it.
So we don't use the percentile die?
That one comes in between the 12 and the D20.
Oh, okay.
Oh, mine is 0, 0, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60.
The other die
Functionally,
that's
it's the
like
same
that.
thing, but yes.
Yeah.
That's a 10. Okay.
Yeah, so the one that has the 0, 0, that, and all those, that's the percentile. And then the one that's just 0 through 9, that's the 10-sided. That's the D10. Functionally, they're identical, pretty much. Yeah.
I rolled so well.
Okay.
Let's roll.
Okay.
Oh, this one. Okay, cool.
Oh, okay.
Give me your rolls.
Okay, for the 4, I got 3.
Okay.
I rolled 4.
Hey.
I got a 2.
Looks like that goes to the elf again with 1 point. The 6, I rolled a 1.
4.
2.
Looks like that goes
Okay.
to the tiefling with 2 points.
Woo.
On the 8, I got a 6.
7.
Oh no!
Is this it? 6.
5.
Okay, that goes to the elf again. The 10, I got a 2.
1.
At least I beat you, young boy.
I rolled an 8.
Nice.
Sunder, what did you get?
Oh, I got a 2.
Oh, okay. Looks like once again it goes to the elf. And lastly, for the 12, I got a 6.
I got 9.
2.
It would
Rolled
have.
a 10.
Oh, the elf with a
Oh.
resounding victory. Well, I will accept my loss graciously. Go ahead. I'll buy ye all a drink. Hit me with your question.
Have you heard any other rumors around town?
He kind of puts his hand up and gets Alex's attention, and she brings over 4 drinks. I don't remember how many people there are. 4 drinks, sets them down, and she walks off, and he goes, rumors, eh? Well, I know suddenly the werewolf attack stopped, which is mighty interesting. That's not exactly a situation which you would think would go away so easily.
I'm sure they had some help.
well,
You were
well,
very nice.
you say they're very
No.
nice.
Just
You know what?
telling him.
Ye all seem like good people. I won't poke further. He looks at you and I gotta find a good. He looks at you and kind of looks around a bit, making sure no one's really watching or listening. And he says, Have ye heard about the strange, what do they call it? Automata that have been found recently?
Automata? No.
Some people call them automata. I'm not quite sure what that means. Some people just say they're walking machines. For about, I think it was about a year ago that this urban legend first popped up about these strange machines that would walk around on 2 legs. No one knew where they came from. No one knew what their purpose was. And at first, they were just walk and walk. They would walk in a carriage going down the road full of merchants. Out in the distance, in the dead of night, a shiny metal man would just cross the road, going who knows where. Now, I know an old sailor like myself. We're a superstitious type. I know that. But I'd never heard of something like this before. As time has gone on, these rumors have popped up more and more. Strange machines walking around, just showing up one day in the shape of a man and disappearing the next. And as time went on, I believe it was 4 months ago that word got around that one of them attacked people. I believe there was one day where the guards were running around in a frenzy in the dead of night, and it would seem that a merchant making his late night trip to Coven Springs ran into one on the road coming here. A strange, like again, this mechanical man tore him to shreds, they say. Just completely tore him to shreds. I believe every time, at first when they just walked off into the wilds, no one thought of it much. But with the attack on the merchant, now, whenever one is sighted, it would seem those red armored knights get sent out in the dead of night to find it.
Oh.
I've never seen one. I've only heard of it. My crew would tell me on one of our fishing trips, or a traveler would have seen one on the road and would tell people about it. But I keep getting whispers more often these days. And if you pay attention, you can hear about it more and more within the city. I know not.
So they're mainly on the road?
Well, you have to think, out of all of the land in this continent, most of it is the wilds. It would be very hard for a creature like that to make it into a city. So as of now, yes, it's mostly been just seen out on the roads, out and about.
Interesting.
I don't know how far it's spread. I don't know, if other cities have run into this, or if it's just us.
Interesting.
Kind of leans back, like, well, some nice little gossip to get out there. He goes, yes, I would say that's probably the most interesting rumor that I've heard in recent times.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was quite interesting. Let's cheers to the bones.
Yes, it's the after the grim, mysterious rumors, the light in his eyes come back as he's like, absolutely, to beer and bones, and raises his glass.
BB.
BB!
I'm gonna drink the whole thing.
Clunk. It is, it's not bad. It's not bad. It's ale, for sure.
Yummy.
That's terrible.
He puts his glass down and says, well, let me leave this with you. He takes out three sets of bones and gives one to each of you. Says, to remember this great day where you learned of the delightful rolling bones. Now, unfortunately, I must leave you. My ship takes off in about... Kind of looks outside. Well, they're probably waiting for me right now.
So what's
Alright.
your name?
Fuck. I had something too. My name is Wilhelm. Nice to meet you all.
Nice to
Nice
meet
to
you.
meet you.
If you frequent the
I'm
Misty
Silver
Step often, you'll see me here. A Silver Mist, was it?
Yes.
Delightful. And you too?
Okinos.
Zundor.
Zundor, Okinos, and Silver Mist. Well, I wish you all a good night. I'm sure I'll see you around. And he...
Good night. I'll buy you a drink next time.
Sounds like a plan, and I look forward to playing you again.
Yeah.
Did you say he's a dwarf?
No, he's a burly, older man. Human.
Oh.
Dude, my throat hurts so much from that voice. Holy shit.
So, what's the cargo?
Are we?
Okay,
Hold on.
we have to go talk to Alex.
yeah.
Yeah, we're talking to Alex.
And by we, I mean you.
Yes, I'm gonna walk up to Alex.
She is behind the bar as Wilhelm tips his hat to you and steps out the door. Yes, Alex is behind the bar polishing a glass. And she looks up and looks... Ah, hello! Welcome back. What can I do for you?
Hello. We just wanted to. Well, apparently there are whispers going around, and we wanted to know what they were.
Whispers, eh? Are you looking for a particular something? Piece of information? Or just whatever's going around?
Whatever's going around.
Well, I believe Wilhelm may have mentioned the two main ones. there's much talk about the decrease in werewolf attacks, which I believe is thanks to you all.
Yeah.
We're doing a little something, something. And
Well,
kinda
also
crazy.
thanks to you as well.
yes. Johan was not happy, but we made it work.
Thank you, Alex.
Of course. So yes, there was that. And I would say the main other one is the church has been moving. We're not sure what they're doing, but there's been a large influx of Eldath worshippers in recent days. Both church officials and people working for it, and just immigrants from other cities. Now, usually, that's not a huge, that's kind of pretty normal. We have a wonderful city and people want to come here. But it's the volume that's most shocking. It's just so strange, frankly, that there's such a huge influx in such a small amount of time.
Interesting.
Additionally, unfortunately, that's really all the information I have about that. Additionally, there's some stuff going on in Ratcrown. It appears that Ratcrown is putting together a sort of function. A function for people to come to discuss, well, who knows what. But invitations have been sent out, and it looks like they're preparing for some big event.
Private event?
Yes, it would appear so.
Okay.
Or rather, private in the sense of it would seem that you would need an invitation to get in, but not private as in hush-hush, if you see what I'm saying. It's not like it's secret, but it's, you know, it could be fundraising, it could be discussions, who knows what. But something of
We need
note.
to get an
The Hunter x Hunter auction.
invitation.
Yeah, as for how to get an invitation, I'm afraid I'm actually not entirely sure. Maybe have to know people, or maybe you have to be an expert in your field. But as for actually getting an invitation, I got nothing.
I mean,
Understood.
we could ask Junjun or Victor if they got invitations. I think they potentially might have.
Once again, thank you for your help, Alex.
Of course,
Well, I think
of course. Whenever in doubt, the Misty Step is always here to serve you.
Thank you. I guess we'll
What do
head
we-
out. Once again, as I go out of the tavern, I'm gonna yell, "The Misty Step is the best tavern ever."
The people inside cheer, and a few people outside just kind of look at you like, all right. And Alex is just like, yep.
Mhm.
True words.
I have a question, DM.
Yes.
The automata, is Igor considered an automata?
I mean, based on the meaning, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because he is a warforged. I guess let me put it this way. So, in our world, I would consider him an automata. As in this world, I would think the connotation or what automata means would probably be a little different than a warforged.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
I would. Yeah. I think that's what I can give you.
Okay. Are we going to the stables?
Yeah, I guess we could do that first. We got kind of a big to-do list now.
So I was gonna say, so at this point, it's getting to be late afternoon. Um. So
Okay. They're probably gonna close soon.
do with that what you will. Based on your your knowledge, any like just your knowledge of how the world works, you'd probably know that any big carriages that were going to have set out for the day would have already set out, most likely. So the public stables would most likely be closed. Or closing
Oh,
at
okay.
this point.
Mm.
Uh,
Anyone
see
else
if-
who needs to set out would have like private stables or something like that.
Go see if Victor finished my leg. My new leg.
Hell yeah.
Unless I'm just meant to be stepping in this one for
Hobbling.
like a couple quests. Question mark.
is the okay? Where is the church located?
The church is in Spicemire.
That was like the poor district, right?
Yes. So no. So the church is in Spicemire. Spicemire is a fairly influential district, actually, affluential. Sorry, but right outside of where the church is, like very close by, outside of the city walls, that is where Ratnot is. That's where the slums are. So you,
Okay.
And we're currently in the trade district,
yes, yes.
right? Okay. Hmm.
Let's see.
Well, I guess we can go home.
Wait, right.
Because the Sunset Ward is where Victor's place is, right?
Yes.
Oh,
Okay.
did Alex mention when the Rat Crown Academy event would be, or just that people were getting invitations to something?
Just that the planning is in process and people are getting invitations.
Okay. So we got the Autonoma thing, the church worshippers increasing, the Rat Crown party, and then the stables on the to-do list. Yeah, let's just go back to Victor's house for now.
When we went to the church, like when we
Yeah.
Yeah, when we went to the church, were we all there?
I think we were.
Or
Yeah, I think. So, do you mean inside of the game or outside of the game? Inside of the game, you would all have been there, and I'm pretty sure everyone was there in that session.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
We were there, all there for the church, but we were all there for the city hall too, weren't we?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
No, because I was like thinking if we want to get more information, we have to be in the church. And I was like, maybe we could like masquerade as like followers or whatever.
Little spy mission, nice.
Our best Eldath followers, AFK.
And then you're a rogue, so you would be based on maybe I don't know. Do you have proficiency in disguise kit?
Where would I see that?
Under proficiencies and languages, like tools.
Oh.
Does it? I guess the question would be, does he get it automatically, or does he have to choose that?
That's what I don't remember. Because I know rogues would be proficient in thieves' tools, but I don't
Right.
remember if they're proficient in disguise kit.
I don't know that I am, because I have a pirate background. So I'm like proficient in water vehicles and navigating tools.
Is that all of it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you get thieves' tools. What do you get? Proficiency in disguise.
Because I mean, I have this spell, but it only lasts for 1 hour. And only I can, like, disguise myself.
Yeah.
I guess we could still attempt.
I do have
To
really
do a
high
disguise.
deception.
Deception's
we
always
could
nice.
try.
Yeah. But we'll table that for now. I guess we'll go home.
Go home.
A good plan to have ready.
Yep.
So,
Yeah. I mean, I can still use the disguise kit. I just wouldn't be proficient. in
right.
it.
Right.
Yeah.
So, to Victor's?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. So you head back home. The walk back over, it starts to get more into dusk. As you get to the lab, you can see that the lights are on the inside. If you were to step inside, you would see that Victor and Igor are standing in front of one of his tables. It looks like Victor has his arms crossed and Igor is next to him.
Yeah.
And as you walk in, you can just make out in hushed tones that Victor is saying, Now, Igor, I acknowledge that my reputation is not the best. I know people refer to me as mad and that I'm a mad scientist. But tell me, am I saying this correctly, or have I indeed gone completely mad? And Igor looks up to him and goes, No, Master, I mean, this is not what I was expecting either. If you're mad, then so am I. And they're just kind of standing there looking at something.
Whoa. Who's mad here?
Victor kind of
Why are you mad?
turns around and goes, welcome back. Well, I was testing one of my potions and I did not get the result I was expecting.
Oh.
And as he turns to you, you can see on the table in front of him are it's like lab rats in cages. And at the very forefront is a cage with a rat that looks like it just ate an entire bottle of Viagra.
It's just like super veiny or what?
With a huge rat erection.
Oh, a
And
raging rat.
And he goes, I know I was trying to make a potion of vitality, but this is not what I meant. At all. I didn't even know this was possible, honestly.
Oh, no.
You all also did not know that was possible. He just goes, ugh. Well, I guess it's back to the drawing board for this one. I do not know where to go from here.
Well,
Do you need assistance?
What?
Do you need assistance?
He says, well, he sits down in a chair facing you with a letter in his hand. And he goes, it's not all bad. In a different time, a different world, assistance would be delightful, but I'm actually going to have to stall this current project. He holds up the letter and goes, I received a letter from Rat Crown. If you recall, I was banished from Rat Crown many years ago for my extreme methods. And yet here they are, asking for my return.
that's not good.
Well, I don't know if it's good or not, frankly. It doesn't seem threatening.
Ominous.
Why did they ask you to come back?
It says for a discussion. It says for there's going to be a big meeting, and that they want my opinion.
What could that be about?
Your guess is as good as mine, if I'm being honest. Unfortunately, the letter does not give me any information. It just says that, there's going to be a meeting in next Tuesday.
That's odd.
Fancy that. Yeah, something about Tuesdays, huh?
Hmm.
Kind of like flips
it
the letter back and
signed?
forth. What was that?
Is it signed, or is there anything else it says, or just?
It's from the
Meeting.
head. It's
Oh.
from the headmaster of Ratcrown himself.
Interesting.
Yes.
Are you allowed to take people with you, or?
Well, I don't see why not. Frankly, it's a letter that invites me and any assistance that I may need.
We only need one deception kit for next.
I can make any kid I want.
But yes, I indeed can bring assistance with me.
Would you mind if we joined you on that trip? We had just heard about this
Oh, did you?
earlier from Alex.
Oh, did she give you any information?
She
it's
just
just-
said that there was some kind of strange academy event.
Oh,
People
interesting.
have been receiving invitations all over.
Very interesting.
Yeah. We also heard some other rumors about some mysterious automatas kind of haunting the roads at night, following
You-
travelers and so on.
You notice that when you mention the automatas, Victor's kind of not disposition. What am I looking for? You can see in his eyes he like focuses instantly and kind of sits up. He goes, "Automata, you say?"
Yeah, just rumors, of course, but
What sort of rumors?
they were saying that they have been following travelers and that a merchant got attacked one night.
Yes, I believe I heard about that a few months ago, right?
Yeah.
There was an automata that has been captured, apparently.
Oh, really? How... What interesting timing. Perhaps I must attend this meeting then. This get-together, if you will.
You think they're related?
I'm not sure, but if they are, things might get quite interesting around here.
Things have been interesting since I got here.
Well, that's Coven Springs for you, frankly. So... Well, either way, yes, it seems like this gathering is going to be a bit of a function, a discussion of sorts. It might, who knows, it could involve the automata, it could involve the werewolves, who knows what exactly it would involve. But as far as I know...
We have to go.
For the sake of science and curiosity, it would appear that we have to go. Indeed.
Is there a time that they mentioned for this? Because, Vazander, our friend, is in an apprenticeship.
She goes, yes, it looks like it is going to be next Tuesday at 5 o'clock.
Huh.
In
Tuesday,
the
yeah.
evening?
In the evening, yes.
Oh, perfect. You can go to your pottery training in the morning, Zandor.
Wait, what time is my pottery thing at?
You didn't get a time. You just got
Just show up.
next Tuesday.
The art hits when the art hits.
Is there a specific attire that we must wear?
So, as you guys are talking, there's a very slight knock on the door, and Igor goes off to answer the door. And Victor looks at you and goes, well, we're certainly going to have to dress up. I would say if you just want... I don't think you have to go too crazy with it, but definitely wear your finest garments. At least something to make yourselves presentable.
Finest fuck garments. I'll have
Finest
you know.
fuck.
You wouldn't happen to have a dress leg back there, would you?
By the time this happens, I will certainly have a better leg for you, at least mostly functional.
Woo!
I can also help with that if you like.
Oh, can you?
Yes.
The
Well,
cool
minor
assistant.
things.
Well, perhaps we can share knowledge and fashion something special for this young man.
Excellent.
How joyous
Long.
that would be.
Long gone are the days I'm known as the hobbler.
The hobbler.
Now I'm known as the stepper.
Now look beautiful.
At this
You're gonna
point,
have the coolest leg.
actually, at this point, Igor shuffles back in and hands Victor a note or a little piece of paper, and he reads it and goes, "Oh, interesting. One of my associates just came with some information about possible attendees to this function.
Oh, good.
It would seem that there's a few typical names, some high-end professors and government officials, and one Augustus Wynn."
No way. That's
He's
the
finally
new
showing
bishop.
himself.
What did you say, Silvermist?
He's finally showing himself.
It would appear so.
Now we have to go.
We do have to go.
Seems like everything that we have had questions on is converging at this event.
Oh, I do have a question, Victor.
Yes, of course. What is it?
Well, seeing how your experimental rat has turned out to have some interesting characteristics, I was wondering if you know anything about the rat people in the sewers.
The rat people beneath in the sewers.
Yes.
I'll admit.
I was wondering if perhaps they mutated from chemicals or something.
I'll admit, while I knew about the lichens, I have not heard about rat people.
Yep.
Huh.
We fought him.
Yes, we have had to fight them on several occasions.
I'm actually the rat man.
Now, I'll admit, I'm a very smart individual. I certainly don't know everything there is to know about Coven Springs, but I like to think that I know quite a bit. And even I have not heard of any rat people. This
I'm gonna,
is interesting.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
take out the vials of blood that I got from the dead
Mhm.
warlord rat. This is from one of the stronger rat people. Maybe we could make some experiments to see what sort of composition or makeup they have.
Yes, absolutely. Especially if you're coming with materials. Well, we have until Tuesday to experiment to our heart's content. Perhaps we can discover
That's right.
something. Perhaps... Well, I'm not entirely sure who else would know about this. The library is always an option. Well, we'll see what we can do, I guess. See if there's any unique properties to the blood and the viscera of these creatures. Additionally,
I'm going to take out
go
the
ahead.
rest of the stuff, like the tea, the cloth.
With each thing you take out, he goes, "Oh, oh, oh, oh. Well, look at all these materials."
The harvester.
The harvester.
I forgot about that part 'cause, I'm definitely cursed.
Oh, that's right. The sword of vengeance.
Yeah.
Yep,
Yes. So
you are. You can't even use any other weapon without being disadvantaged.
yes, that's right.
Yeah. Not that I would use another weapon. This is my child.
Perfect. Perfect. Good role play. Yes, exactly. That's an issue for another day, though.
Yes.
So, we have this function next Tuesday at 5 p.m. Make sure you get yourselves the finest as fuck garments that you can. We want to be presentable. And I will present you as my assistants.
Awesome. We'll see you Tuesday.
Well,
Weird.
I'll see you probably every day until Tuesday. But especially on Tuesday, for sure.
For some reason, I only
You're
remember us meeting on
always
Tuesday.
you're always welcome to have breakfast with us.
Well, one of these days, perhaps I'll join you. I believe I might be an earlier riser than all of you. Perhaps for now, Igor will eat my fill.
Hates us. Last time we invited him to breakfast, he didn't want to come.
Yeah.
Now, if you will all excuse me, I must send out some inquiries about this function.
Yeah.
Of course.
So I must bid you a good night.
Good night, Victor.
Night.
He gets up and
There.
gets on one of his lab coats and a hat and heads out the front door to who knows where. And I think with
I'm
that...
just gonna.
Oh, go ahead.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
No. I was just saying. I was just like gonna observe this rat that seemingly has a problem.
Yep, he's got a bit of a kickstand issue where he can't exactly turn over all the way.
Oh, they made him like
Oh,
that.
no.
Igor's just
What a
standing there
great-
just like, well, experiments, you know, sometimes this happens, I suppose.
Yeah. Totally.
What a great way to close the session.
And with that, yes, we will go ahead and end for the night.
Rat cock.
With rat cock.
Yep.
Oh boy.
Oh my god.